Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a hot or not on a lipstick that has got me very, very curious. So I did a little bit of, I guess you can call it, investigating, and I bought myself a few of the Tom Ford lipsticks, which is honestly a little bit painful, I'm not gonna lie. These things are freaking expensive. They are $60 each. Honestly, I don't even know what happened to me. I feel like I had a blackout moment when I bought these, but it happened apparently. And I have been trying these babies out for the last few weeks, trying to get as much information from them as possible. So I'm basically going to be talking all about these lipsticks today. And in the end of the video, I will let you guys know if I think that these Tom Ford lipsticks are hot or not, if they're worth the hype, and if I think that they are worth their hefty $60 price tag. So let's first get the basics out of the way. So this is what Tom Ford has to say about his lipsticks. This lipstick is made with rare and exotic ingredients, including soja seed extract, Brazilian muru butter, and chamomilla flower oil, create an ultra creamy texture with an incredibly smooth application. Specially treated color pigments are blended to deliver pure color with just the right balance of luminosity. So this goes for $52 US, but in Canada it's more around $60, so they are a little bit more expensive, unfortunately. There is a huge variety of shade in two different finishes. They have a creamy finish and they also have a matte finish. As for the packaging, it's a very luxurious, square and boxy packaging. It has a little bit of a weight to it, and it has the Tom Ford logo right on the top. Now, just comparing it to a MAC lipstick, you could see how much bigger and bulkier this lipstick is. These things do not fit in any of my acrylic organizers, so it is a really big bitch to store. So that's a little bit annoying. But so I'm going to review both of the formulas, the matte texture as well as the creamy texture, and then later on in the video, I will swatch the shades that I have over here. So the first shade that I tried out, like when I first bought these, is the shade that I'm wearing on my lips right now called Blush Nude. When I first applied this, I was like, "Ooh, this is actually really nice." It feels very, very moisturizing on the lips. It's very comfortable, super, super creamy, and actually quite pigmented. This is gonna sound really weird and very dramatic, but honestly, when I wear, especially this color in particular, I feel like my lips just look amazing. It just catches the light in a certain way that just makes my lips look a lot bigger than they are. And I find that it just has the perfect amount of sheen to it. It's not like an overly glossy lipstick, and it's not too matte. It's sort of just that perfect, beautiful, like creamy satin finish that just makes your lips look fabulous. In my experience, the creamier a lipstick is, the less chance that it's going to last a long time on your lips. And I honestly expected these to last literally no more than an hour because, like I said, they are so creamy and buttery. It almost feels like they're slipping and sliding around on your lips. But it's very interesting the way that these wear. After about, I would say, an hour of wear, they almost feel like they have dried down on your lips. The moisturizing feeling sort of goes away after an hour, and it sort of feels just a little bit dry. I was wearing one of the other colors yesterday, and I applied it in the morning, and then as I was going about my day, I felt my lips, I was like, it feels like my lipstick completely came off because it did not feel like there was anything on my lips. And I looked in the mirror and it literally looked like I had just applied my lipstick. It still looks nice and glossy and has that beautiful sheen even a few hours into wearing them. I would have to say that I definitely do prefer the creamier texture because the mattes are not matte. I find them to have a pretty significant sheen to them. I don't find them to be matte whatsoever. If you've ever worn like a MAC retro matte lipstick, then you know how dry matte lipsticks can be, but these are not drying whatsoever. They do still feel pretty moisturizing on the lips, not as moisturizing as the creamier version of the lipstick, but definitely still has a lot more moisture than a typical matte lipstick. I would have to compare them to the Urban Decay matte lipsticks. I do find them to be very similar because both of the formulas are considered matte lipsticks, but they're not completely matte. They still have a little bit of a sheen to them. After trying Black Dahlia, which is the darker matte lipstick that I did purchase, I gotta say that this is probably my least favorite. I find that this dark shade is not quite as opaque as all the other shades that I bought, which are significantly lighter than this one. I do wish that I would have bought another dark shade so that I can compare it, but just for my experience for this one shade, I just found that it was a little bit choppy in its opacity. And if I were to compare it to the Urban Decay matte lipstick in Blackmail, which is a similar color, it's not an exact dupe whatsoever, but it's a very similar formula, I honestly would take the Urban Decay one over this one any day because this one is completely opaque and it's also a little bit more matte. This is the only shade that I would have have to say that I'm really just not satisfied with. I just don't like it. I find that I have other shades that work a lot better. Now, as far as the longevity of the matte lipsticks, they are the exact same as the creamier lipsticks. They do last a nice amount of time on the lips. Keep in mind, this is not a liquid lipstick. It is not going to withstand eating. You're still gonna have to reapply afterwards. Keep that in mind, especially if you're wearing a darker shade, it will most likely go all over your face. So that is never pretty. All right, so now it's time for the swatches. So the one that I'm wearing on my lips right now is called Blush Nude. This is definitely my favorite of all the lipsticks that I bought. This color is just my favorite pinky nude, and I find that it just makes my lips look really, really great, just because of the color and everything about it. This is a really great nude for fair skin tones. That is in one swipe, you get full opacity. Next we have Indian Rose, which is a beautiful warm pink. This is a really great Your Lips But Better color. And then here we have it swatched on the hand. Here we have Casablanca, which is another one of the creamier shades. This is a really, really gorgeous, deep rosy brown. This is such a beautiful color that would work well with literally every single skin tone. Here it is swatched on the hand. Moving on to one of the matte shades. This is First Time, and this is a beautiful peachy nude. So you can see it's definitely matter than the other shades, but it still has a little bit of a sheen. Here is First Time swatched on the hand. Last but not least, we've got Black Dahlia, which is the darkest shade that I purchased. This is, again, another matte. Like I said, this is not my favorite of the bunch, but it's a pretty shade. I just wouldn't really highly recommend it. So here we have Black Dahlia. Keep in mind, this does also look lighter on the lips than it does in the tube. It's a lot more red and not as brown as it looks in the tube. This is one swipe of Black Dahlia. You can see it's a little bit choppy, but if you layer it up, then it's okay. I just prefer the nudes a lot more. All right, so now it's time for my final verdict, and this is when I let you guys know if I think this product is hot or if it's not. Now, I gotta say that my expectations were definitely exceeded with this lipstick. I honestly thought that these would just be like an average lipstick and that you're basically just paying for the name, but the formula of these lipsticks are honestly quite unlike any other formula that I've ever tried. I do find them to be exceptionally creamy, and I just love the way they feel on my lips, and I love the way they make my lips look. Do I think you need to run out right now and buy every single shade? Obviously not. I think if there's a shade that really catches your eye and you want to splurge, then I don't think you're going to regret it at all. I think these are beautiful lipsticks. I think the nudes in particular are gorgeous. Blush Nude Faux Show is like one of my new favorite lipsticks. So that's it for the finished video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to let me know what you thought in the comments. Are you going to pick up a Tom Ford lipsticks? If you've tried them, I would love to hear your thoughts because, of course, everybody has different experiences, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you next time. Bye! Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing yet another first impression and review on a